Okay, I think we're live right now, and if that is the case, welcome everybody to Livestream Hangout number 2. As you see on this panel, or see in this window, I finally got CSGO to start working. I started testing it actually 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, actually after the first live stream I did, I recall someone in the comments saying, "Oh, you should try to do CSGO." And if you don't know what CSGO is, I think it's called Counter-Strike. It's an acronym of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Basically, it's a first-person like shooter online game. It's free. It's free on. You can download it from Steam. But it's funny. I was talking to somebody on Facebook, and they mentioned to possibly play Among Us, because Among Us was like a really popular game within like the pandemic time. Let me check on chat for a second here. Here's another thing. I've been fiddling with this application, so I think I know how to do certain things like this. I can pop in chat, or I can turn on chat so I can see it to the right, or I guess, yeah, technically it's to my right, but I'm pointing to my left. And I see Goodney Booga that says hello. Hello, Goodney Booga. So, this is very interesting. I've learned a little bit more about this software, the streaming software. So I can change between, I could change between Counter-Strike, or I can change between another game that I actually purchased last week for like $5. I've seen this come out some time ago. It's called The Final Station. And I don't know if you can hear my audio. Let me see. Can you hear my audio? Hello. Can you hear my audio? Hopefully you can hear me. My voice, it seems like my voice is going through. So yeah, I purchased this for like $5, and this is pretty much just like it's pretty much like a 2D zombie game. So I'm thinking about just playing this game, this live stream, and the other game, which is Counter-Strike. I played Counter-Strike before, and boy, I am trash at this game. I'm super trash at this game, but okay, let's first see me get my ass kicked on Counter-Strike. I think that'll be fun to see. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna hop into game. I'm gonna hop into a game and get my ass kicked for maybe about an hour or so. If there's anybody who has Counter-Strike, play me, or we can link up or whatever. But I'll show you how trash I am at this game. It's a fun game though, but I'm super trash. Let's see. As I look for official matchmaking, I guess I'll talk about my life a little bit while we're waiting for stuff. But this is not one oh shit, a match is already ready. This is a fun game. I'm not gonna lie, it's a fun game. Maybe it's not fun, just as fun to watch, but it's still fun to play, even though I've lost. Every team I've ever been on, I lost. I was like the one that fucked up the game for everybody. Holy shit. This is gonna be funny. So you could play terrorists, or you could play counter-terrorists. Okay. Oh, let me see here. I'm about to get my ass kicked in this shit. Hold up. Flashbang. Damn. What the hell was that about? Let me see if I can go around here. Is there a way to go around here? How do you do this? shit. I'm gonna try to talk about my week while just talking about things. Oh, we're winning, and I haven't even shot shit. Damn. I didn't have to do a goddamn thing. Oh shit. They're curing me this whole way. But it didn't ooh. Let me see here. So there's only one guy left. Ah, got murked. Any case, damn. He wasn't fucking around. In any case, oh, let me buy something. Let's go. Fuck this. What was I gonna say? In any case, yeah, last week was very interesting, to say the least. I'm gonna. Woo! Let's see here. Let's see what's going on here. Oh man, it's hard to talk while. Ah, damn. Oh man. What website did I buy this game from? I didn't buy the game. It's actually free. It's free on Steam. Once I get out of this match, I'll actually point you directly toward the game. Hi, I'm new here. Hello, Chandra Tempest. How is everything? Oh, we still won. That's awesome. Let me buy a shotgun again. Alright, let's go. But yeah, if you're new here, I'm just doing a live stream. I made a decision to just try to do live streams every so often, every 2 weeks or so. If there's anybody that plays any games or anything like, what is that? Is that a bomb? Who's shooting? Who's shooting? Ooh. Ooh. If anyone's new here, this is just basically a live stream. I'm trying to get people to come on. Ooh. I can't believe I'm on a winning team. That's hilarious. I usually suck. Oh, I killed somebody. Oh shit. Oh, badass. Dope. Oh, and the bomb has been planted. Alright, let me secure the area. There's only 2 left. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yep. We're winning. 6-0. That's dope. But yeah, like I was saying. Let's just keep the shotgun. Anyway. Like I was saying, what did they do? Grenade. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to do this live stream hangout. Hopefully I can get some other people. Oh shit, I'm a straight up gangster. I just killed 2 of these motherfuckers. Oh shit. That's dope. I never killed 2 people at the same time. Okay. I left the buy zone. Okay. Okay. Let me just hide right here. Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh shit, oh shit. I killed 3 people. Oh crap. I'm MVP in here. Come on, come on. But I killed 3 people. That's fun. Okay, after this match, I'll start trying to focus. But damn, I killed 3 people. That's crazy. Let's go. Let me just follow everybody. Where do I go? Let's follow. See this guy go here. Ooh. Flashbang. Oh my god, everybody's dead. I didn't have to do anything. Ah. Hey, we won. Let me back out of here. Just for a quick second. The assistant. I assisted in 2 kills. How do I get out of here? Let me get out of here. Yeah. But now I have full focus. All I wanted to say is that we do a live stream, or I'm trying to do a live stream every 2 weeks or so. Try to get people on. With this live stream, we can just play video games or just chill. I don't know. At this moment, I'm just playing video games because, you know, sometimes people don't want to come on or whatever. I know I tried to do this a couple of years ago, try to have like a live stream hangout and have people come on to the live stream. We could talk and all this other stuff, but it wasn't consistent. There weren't that many people that wanted to come on, and then I got a job, so then I couldn't do the live stream every X amount of time, so that also was a problem. But now I at least have the ability to plan every 2 weeks or so. To just do this on a Friday from 8, I'm going to try to make it 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or it could be longer, I don't know. But now that I'm outside of the game, I did want to show where you get the game from. So, oops, what did I just do? Oops. Can I get out of here? Get out of here. Oops, don't do that. Okay. Okay. Get out of here. A nice big picture. Okay, let me go and do this. And okay, so I guess you guys are seeing this. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. Let's see what you guys are seeing at this moment. I'm doing this right. Yes, you guys are seeing this. Great. So let's go to Steam Powered. So Storm, Steam Powered. Boom, 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 boom. All you do is go to just Counter-Strike. It should be here somewhere, because it's a very popular game that's free. Here, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And I'll just put this in the chat if anybody is really curious about it. Boom. And basically, I know Counter-Strike had been out for like years. Even in like the early 2000s, I would, maybe even in the late 90s. I definitely think even like definitely early 2000s. And basically you play 2 groups. You play terrorists or counter-terrorists, and there's certain scenarios that you can do, right? So within the game I played, as a terrorist, I was in the terrorist group, and I was able, we're supposed to like plant a bomb in only these 2 areas, area A or area B, and the counter-terrorists were supposed to stop us. And then the other scenario is like, there's like several hostages, maybe 2 hostages in an area, and the counter-terrorists are supposed to take the hostages and put them in a safe area, and that's how they automatically win. Or the second way is to just kill all the terrorists. That's the two ways: to kill all the terrorists or to save the hostages. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Also, wanted to say this too. Among Us. Oops, didn't spell it right. So, I was talking to somebody and they were suggesting that we could play Among Us because it's not going to be that intensive on their computer to play just like a 2D game. And if anybody has never heard of Among Us, I find that very interesting. Let me check out chat for a quick second here. Looks scary. Chandra Tempest, what looks scary? What looks scary? But if anybody has never seen Among Us or heard of Among Us, like it really exploded during the pandemic, where people were inside most of the time, and basically with Among Us, it's like I forgot how many people there are in one different place session, but there's like one imposter. No, there's two imposters amongst this group of people that's supposed to destabilize or kill off all the other party members. And you have to predict who is the imposter and vote them out before they kill everybody. I haven't touched it, but I've seen people play it, and this game right here looks fun as shit. But I never touched it. So if anybody also wants to play Among Us, or if anybody actually has Among Us, that will also be dope. I'll take a crack at it. How much does this cost? The Among Us costs like $4. Among Us costs $4. So that's crazy. And it has about like 490,000 positive reviews. So it's good. Apparently it's good. Oh, here's another thing. Before I start going back into CSGO, I also want to talk a little bit about a conversation I have with someone about this body odor situation. So, for me, last week, or pretty much during this week, how would I rate my success? I would say that it still wasn't as good as I wanted to be. Even though it wasn't as bad, I still find I always found it weird that people would still react. Because another thing, for one thing is, I wear double shirts. So I've been wearing double shirts for years. I have an undershirt on and a regular shirt, because I felt like whatever that's making me smell, if I wear double protection, it's going to be harder for people to smell me, which is stupid, but whatever. And even though I still eat pretty good diet, though I have to admit that I sort of overate during this week. If I can show my chronometer. If anybody has never heard of Chronometer, this is a very good website that allows you to keep track of the type of foods you eat, and it tells you the amount of macronutrients that you acquired over the course of the day eating certain foods. So I definitely want to make a video about my food diary between June, because this is the beginning of July, and I think I've been scheduling my food diary since, let's see here, since June 12th, which is very interesting. But in any case, as you see here, I really pigged out on this day. They were like 3,000 calories, but all those were just almonds. But yeah, I wanted to point this out because I think this thing is a very good or useful tool. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this or just point this out because this is, damn, I need exit, minimize. The reason why I wanted to point this out is because I was having a conversation actually today with a person. I don't know if they want me to say their name. But they were talking about how they took a SIBO. If anybody has never heard of SIBO, it's small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. They said they took a SIBO breath test, and it turned out that they had methane within their results. So there's like a SIBO breath test. He was telling me about this one SIBO breath test, this one right here, but it's like $175. So I was like, I don't think I'm gonna spend that money for that. Where was it? Oh, I think it's here. Oh, wait, let me go back. Home breath test kits. They're talking about this thing. I don't think I want to spend $175. But even then, he was talking about an interesting thing about how he has reduced his odor by avoiding or by basically following the FODMAP diet. If anyone has never heard of the FODMAP diet, the FODMAP diet, right here. The FODMAP diet is, I forgot the acronym, it's like fructose oligosaccharides. There's certain sugars that you're supposed to avoid because these sugars will ferment in your stomach, which give you IBS symptoms, right? So basically you're supposed to avoid any types of things that are high in some type of fruit like apples, etc. And you're supposed to eat like these low FODMAP foods. But the person I was speaking to took it a step further. He stopped eating starches in general. Like he stopped eating potatoes. He stopped eating rice. All he ate was meat and vegetables. And he said he did it for a month straight, and he stopped having symptoms of this odor thing, whether it's tea. And the funny thing about him is that he tested positive for T-MAL. So having that conversation made me think of a number of things. Radio check. Can people hear me? What does that mean? Can people hear me? Radio check. Let me see what that means. Radio check. Choo 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 choo. Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I saw him say radio check, so I naturally thought people couldn't hear me. In any case, back to the story. While I was having a conversation with the guy that I don't want to say his name, he tested positive for T-MAL. And yeah, people talk about the latency. I think it's always going to be latency. Okay, so Goodney Booger says, do you feel better with the restricted diet versus without the restrictive diet? Let me just finish my story a little bit, and then I will answer that question. So I just wanted to talk about how the person that I was just speaking with some time ago, some time ago decided to follow the FODMAP diet, but took it a step further and eliminated starches and eliminated things that had a lot of carbohydrates. He decided to eat no carbohydrates or just only eat meat and vegetables. And he said that he had success with it, and he was doing it for a month straight, and he had success with it. Which is interesting. Which is interesting to me. I'm reading the comments, but at the same time I'm trying to finish the story, and then I'll just try to communicate back and forth. And I'm at work and can't hear the audio, so I can't really tell. Okay. Oh shit. It seems like my audio's working. All right, have a good evening. In any case, I just wanted to say that if this person found out that he had some type of small bacterial overgrowth, and he made the decision to follow the FODMAP diet, but at the same time cut out all the carbs and just started consuming meat and had success, maybe there's a portion of people who think they have TMAO don't actually have TMAO. Maybe there's a good percentage of people who naturally just have some type of bacterial overgrowth that's causing them to smell. And if they actually cut out carbohydrates, maybe that will treat their odor as opposed to following the TMAO diet. And the reason why I find that interesting is because I always had suspicion that carbs would make me smell bad. I always had suspicions that carbs would make me smell bad. I have noticed that eating sugary food, regardless if it's like, junk food or actual fruit, causing me to smell bad. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe there's something there for some people. Maybe there's a percentage of people who think they have TMAO but don't necessarily have TMAO. Maybe there is some type of overgrowth, or they have some trapped methane within their bodies. Here's another interesting thing. So, okay, is this the one? Yes, this is the one. So the person I was speaking to was talking about how he possibly has some methane thing, trapped methane. And when you think of methane, you think of gas, right? But let me see if I can enlarge this so people can read this a lot better. Let's see here. How can I enlarge? Oh, maybe if I just do this. Let's see if people can see it better. Okay, you should be able to. Let me just zoom in just once more. Okay, you should be able to see it better. So it says methane SIBO is its own special kind of overgrowth. It even might finally have its own name, intestinal methanogen overgrowth. But for now, understanding how it differs from the more common hydrogen form of SIBO is critical to developing a treatment protocol that addresses its well-established defenses for chronic constipation and fat loss resistance. So when I was speaking to him, he said he had constipation issues. I personally never had constipation issues because I always ate a good amount of fiber. If you could look into my chronometers, even for today, well, that's not today, this is today, I have like 48 grams of fiber, which is over 128% of my daily fiber needs. So I never really had this issue about fiber. But let's go back to this thing, because I read this and I found it very interesting. Chronic constipation and fat loss, to interpreting test results and choosing interventions, constipation methane. SIBO is an extremely complex GI condition and one that is particularly difficult to treat. Last update, April 2020. Here's what we're going to cover in this topic. What is methane SIBO or IMO and the difference from hydrogen SIBO, the methane SIBO and constipation connection, testing methane SIBO interpretation. Okay, so let's read this section. As scientists around methane SIBO develops, researchers have proposed a new term, intestinal methanogen overgrowth. For methanogens rather than SIBO, This is for two important reasons that we will discuss in more detail below. Methanogens that cause methane gas are not bacteria. This right here just blew my mind for some reason, because I thought that I thought the only things that are living within your intestines are bacteria, but they're not bacteria. They're part of the Archaea kingdom, which I don't even know what that means. Let's look into that. Archaea kingdom. Archaea, any of a group of single-celled prokaryotic organisms, that is, organisms whose cells lack a defined nucleus that have a distinct molecular characteristics separating them from bacteria. That's interesting as shit. Let's go back to here. Methanogens can also overgrow in the colon, large intestine, and not just small intestine. What is else here? For us, this update is in name only, but it highlights why we have approached methane SIBO differently to hydrogen SIBO for a long time. Hopefully, a name change helps more practitioners to do the same in the future until the term becomes widely adopted. We will continue to use the term methane SIBO throughout our blog posts. What causes methane SIBO? It's not technically bacteria, but single-celled organisms called archaea that are responsible for the methane form of SIBO. But SAIO just doesn't have the same ring to it. This specific species of archaea we hear most about, who resides in the GI tract, and methane, blah, 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 blah. Okay, the whole point I'm trying to make is that there might be a percentage of people out here who believe that they have SIBO, or believe that they have TMAO. And if they take some type of breath test and they believe that they have SIBO, and they notice that when they take or they use the FODMAP diet and they have success with it, maybe this is indicative that you might have some type of trapped methane within your gut that's causing you to expel this undetectable gas, but other people can react to it. And if that's the case, if you take a FODMAP approach, or you try to cut out many things that ferment in your gut, like complex carbohydrates or also starches, maybe that will also reduce your odor. And if that's also the case, like, think about people who have PATM. If anybody ever heard of PATM, people are allergic to me. So they're emitting some type of gas, right? But what is causing them to emit this gas? Is it the food that's causing them to emit this gas? I'm not sure. But what if, let me read the chat for a quick second here. All right, have a good evening. Hello everyone. Hello, beautiful brown chick. Angel H, hello. Chandra Tempest, hello again. Floral 88, hello. Jacob S, hello everybody. I've been thinking I may have bronchidrosis, but I don't know. Okay, for bronchidrosis, yes, I think I spoke to somebody who had that. So bronchidrosis is essentially like you just more mustier than most people. Like, let me look into it. Let me look into bronchidrosis for a second. Bronchidrosis, because essentially it's just coming from your apocrine glands, like your armpits, your groin. Where else are the apocrine glands? Where are the apocrine glands located? Where are the apocrine glands found? Okay, type of gland. Okay, so apocrine glands located. It has to be like an image or a diagram of where it's not giving me good enough. Okay, your apocrine glands go on your chest, underarms, your groin. So yeah, isn't like bromhydrosis basically you're mustier than ever? Like it's so stupid as shit, but you know what I mean? Like it's just only affecting your apocrine glands, not your eccrine glands, right? Yeah, so it can affect your nose, your ears, armpits, breasts, genitalia. Because I remember speaking to somebody who said that they might have bromhidrosis, but the difference between bromhidrosis and people who are dealing with something similar to me is basically the food we eat is going to give off a smell. It's going to, but at least in my experience, I can never detect a smell. It's only other people reacting to smell. But for people who have bromhidrosis, I guess they can smell it. It's not like people who have T-mal. Let me read more of these comments. These odors run so deep. Yeah, I think it's just a complete mystery. I think the reason why this is affecting us is because, just like I was reading that article, like this is some new stuff that scientists are like discovering. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really have an answer to anything because they're just now uncovering these things. At least for people who might have methane within their gut. But even with T-mal, like there's just, T-mal was like the first person who was not diagnosed with T-mal was like in the 70s or something, or the late 60s or something. I don't remember. But yeah, if anybody's watching this and haven't heard the whole thing, basically what I'm saying is I was speaking to someone earlier today who was talking about how he took SIBO tests and it found out that he had methane, and he started researching it, and he realized that methane is not even a bacteria, it's a different type of organism. And he noticed that when he did the FODMAP diet, it reduced the amount of reactions, but he took it a step further by just eliminating carbohydrates in general and just started only eating meat and vegetables. And based on his experience of what he said he has, I don't want to say completely, but it has been significantly better, basically. And I find that interesting because for people who have T-mal, naturally, or people who think they have T-mal, because most of us haven't tested themselves, what was I going to say? Yeah, most people haven't tested themselves for T-mal. People think that naturally I should stay away from eating meat. But what if we started consuming meat? What if some people who have success with the FODMAP diet, let me go back to that FODMAP diet. Well, there's this one and there's the other one. So there's like two. This one is Monash FODMAP. The other one I'm looking at is ibsdiets.org. And these are all the good foods you can eat. It says these are all the good foods you can eat. So you can eat like beans, broccoli, blah, 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 blah. You can eat beef, chicken, blah, 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 blah. You can eat brown rice, rice noodles, white rice, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just found that very interesting, and I wanted to share that because I found that interesting. Here's another list where it tells you to stay away from sugar snap peas, green peas, garlic, cow's milk, apples, apple juice, fruit mango. I honestly have experiences about consuming mangoes because when I used to live in my mother's house, and this was like early, like when I was 21, and I was still pursuing college, so I was taking a class for physics, right? And I was still trying to figure out how do I control my diet, and I was thinking to myself, okay, I'm just not going to eat any meat. I'm just gonna eat tons of fruit because I was like following like the alkaline diet. And if anybody doesn't know what the alkaline diet, let's look into that shit. Also, let me also take a quick look at the chat to see if anybody says any stuff. Let me take a quick look in the chat. So, Beautiful Brown Chick says, I don't know what's wrong with me. After 18 years of this, I am still at a loss. Yeah, I don't think there's enough information about what's going on. Let's continue to read because these comments are flooding in. Hiking Bay. You like to hike a lot? Hey everyone. Angel H. Someone also said it's a sign of black magic. I don't get into that stuff. I think it sounds like superstition, but at this point I feel like I'm getting desperate for some sort of answer. Okay, honestly I understand why a lot of people might think that it is some type of voodoo, black magic, superstitious, ghoulish, mystical, metaphysical stuff, but I honestly think it's just like unexplained phenomenon that researchers have not took a deep dive in. Scientists have never taken a deep dive in. I understood why this is happening because I think it only happens to just a small portion of people. So naturally, people don't care. If it's only and if it's not killing you, it's not like some type of terminal disease or condition, and it's not contagious either. I think they care less and less. But that's my thoughts. Sandra Tempest, I have no idea to be honest. Angel H, that's the link to the video about if someone put a spell on you. I didn't see a link. I don't get into that, but people really do stuff like that. Hey, it's probably possible. I don't know if there was I don't know if I ever pissed off some voodoo priest or some shit like that, and that's the reason why I stink like baby diapers. You know what I mean? I don't think that's the reason, but I might have I don't know, scuffed a voodoo priest's shoe, and then he's like, I must put a spell on your ass or some shit. So where am I at? Chandra Tempest, Angel H, maybe, LOL. Beautiful Brown Chick, Angel H, I have always thought I did something bad in a past life. Speedy Chicken, methane, the gas that can blow up. Is methane the gas that can blow up? I don't know. What? Is methane flammable? Is methane flammable? Methane is an explosion hazard in enclosed areas. Liquefied methane floats on water and boils. A vapor cloud produces. Okay, so it is. I guess it is highly flammable. So let me keep going down here. I wouldn't jump to that conclusion. It's possible, but it's also possible something could have been done in this life. Chandra Tempest, I'm going to try that. Hiking Bay, I'm going to look up bromidiosis. I know I have an issue with sweating in my armpits and sweat from my lady parts. I can sweat in my air pits, and the smell will transfer into my shirt. Chandra Tempest, I thought it was just red meat that caused problems. Yeah, I've heard red meat can make you smell worse. I've heard that because of, I was just reading an article about red meat. Hiking Bay, I read that. Hiking Bay, the smell from my, okay, did I read this? The smell from my lady pits likes to stay in my underwear. Lady pits, that's funny. In my underwear and parts, so I try to bleach my underwear, and for parts use multiple products to get the smell out. Beautiful Brown Chick, I sweat really badly in my sleep. You know what I found interesting? I think this is interesting that you said that. I think this is something very interesting that you said, Beautiful Brown Chick. I sweat when I go to sleep too, but I've noticed if I sleep on a full stomach, I notice that I sweat more. And if I sleep on an empty stomach or I'm hungry, I notice that I sweat less. I've been noticing that for the past 2 to 3 weeks. Angel H, sorry to get off topic. The name of the video is Did Someone Put a Spell on You? Just check the video out and have an open mind. Beamer B, The Expendables. Challenger Tempest, I have a bad child, so maybe. I also have tonsil stones and it's considered a chronic issue for me. And I don't have T-Mount, but I do have odor issue that won't go away or it's on or through hygiene. I also, okay, she repeated that. Angel H, illness is deadly because it blocks you from love. The opposite of love is fear or indifference. There's no life in that, but only death. It kills dreams. It kills dreams? I'm not gonna lie, this shit did really stop me from doing just normal things and that normal people do, you know, like going on dates or just going outside to, you know, different functions. I mean, right now we're in summer and I'm in Miami. I'm like maybe 5 to 10 minutes away from a beach. But I can't go anywhere near a beach because I just don't want to, you know what I mean? I just don't want to be outside, hot and sweating and stuff, to be honest. Okay, Googleplex. Yo, anyone want to talk on Discord? I have a Discord, I think. I have a Discord, but I rarely go on Discord. Maybe I should go on Discord. Let me read some more comments. Katara, I said the same thing at this point. I'm convinced it's karma or some sort of... I don't think it's karma. I always wanted to make a video about this, but let me finish. I think my issue is bromhidrosis. I've already have hyperhidrosis and the smell only comes from my pits. I don't think it's karma. I don't think it's karma at all. I've heard that argument so many times. Unless you have done something really, really terrible in the past, I highly doubt that there is some type of entity, some being that is like placing some, I don't want to say a magical spell, but some type of revenge, I don't know, some revenge thing on you to the point that you smell like ass for the rest of your life. Because when we really think about it, like, we can think about so many other people who possibly, okay, let's say you've done bad things. I think everybody has done a number of bad things in their life or things that people wouldn't consider wholesome, right? But think about the worst of the worst people, like murderers and rapists. If karma was such a thing, these motherfuckers should smell like shit times 10. But you never see that. You never hear about that. So I don't think it's karma. I honestly don't believe in karma, to be honest. Because there's so many bad people who get away with bad things all the time. There's so many wealthy and rich and elite people who've done terrible things, who have robbed people and stuff like that. Legally, technically legally. But they don't smell like a full garbage truck or some shit like that. I don't believe that. Well, but that's just my opinion. Let me keep reading down the comments. Since methane is flammable, are T-mouse sufferers and those who have methane gas will likely catch fire from spontaneous human combustion? That's so funny. Spontaneous human combustion. I remember watching a video about that on like TLC, but I think that was debunked a long time ago. Spontaneous human combustion? Let me see. Spontaneous human combustion real? The answer is almost certainly no. None of the proposed scientific explanations for how a body would spontaneously burst into flames have held up to scrutiny. Interesting. Yeah, I thought it was debunked a long time ago. I also sweat badly in my sleep, so I have to sleep with a fan on all times. Anyone want to talk through Discord? Yeah. Apparently Discord is a spot to talk and communicate. I I mean, I've been on a couple of groups through Discord, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, is there a popular T-Mal body odor Discord group? I don't know. Qatar Wilcox. Sometimes when I wake up, my armpits are literally soaked and my shirt is damped. I sweat chronically in other areas too, no matter how hot or cold it is. My parents sweat a lot too. Yeah, okay, you just might have I have hyperhidrosis. So that's, if your parents have it, I'm thinking it's genetic. And you know, my mother sweats a lot, and I think my grandmother does too. So I got it from them. Katara, what kind of deodorant do you currently use or suggest? Wait a second. Hold on. So, this is so funny. I bought this months ago. I bought this this deodorant that says it has prebiotic, natural prebiotic. Do you see mine? Let me see if you see my screen. No. Okay. Do you? Okay. Natural Let me try to enhance my video capture device here. Hold up. Hey. Alright. I guess you can see it. I have this natural Tom's prebiotic. I've never opened it. I bought this months ago, or maybe a month or two ago. I've never opened it. But in terms of trying to answer her question, what kind of deodorant do you currently use or suggest? There's something I wanted to make a video about, and this, for people who possibly think they have brown hydrosis, maybe this will help you. But I gotta leave for a second to get it. Hold on a second. Okay, I am back. So this is the deodorant I use. But do you see this deodorant? Fuck this deodorant. Who cares about this deodorant? It doesn't matter. That's not the thing that works. The thing that works, and this might help people who have brown hydrosis, but I have concerns about this. I wanted to make a video about this. This is called Odor. I think this was $20 or $30. Let me go on my Amazon and check, double check here. Hold on. Let me try to shrink my thing. Here's my thing. Well, before I go on and look for it, for the price, basically what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to use this every once a week. It's that powerful. And I've known this since I was 20. I've known about this product since I was like 20 or something, maybe 21, somewhere in my early 20s. And I can honestly say this works, but I have fear that I don't know why it works. I feel like there's some type of chemical that is being sprayed. You have to, spray this underneath your underarms, whatever. And if you spray this 3 times underneath your underarm, like at night, you go to sleep, I swear to God, you will significantly have less underarm odor. I have hyperhidrosis. So I'm saying this as a person who has hyperhidrosis, as a person who sweats easily. I'm not gonna say this is like the cure-all for everything, but I know that it's effective. because I was just using, I didn't want to use this because of the fear of the chemicals I'm spraying underneath my arms. I feel like this, let me enlarge my thing just once more. I feel like this thing is going to give me cancer. This is the reason why I just don't like using it, because I don't know what type of chemical thing I'm spraying underneath my arms. I feel like this is going to, like, constantly using this for long term is going to affect me health wise. But yeah, I know this works. I spray it 3 times. And another thing I want to bring caution to is that if you spray this a lot underneath your arms, it's going to burn. It's going to burn. So there's some type of chemical that's within this Odor band that's causing my underarms to burn if you put too much on. That's why it's like within the instructions it says, to just to wear it or to spray it on once a week, not every day, just once a week, and it's supposed to help you. I sprayed this shit on like 3 times within one. I just say psh, 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 in one day, and it's pretty effective. There's a lot of comments going through. Let me just show you this. Let me just see if I can find the price on my Amazon. Okay. Let me do this. Odor band. Yeah, this is around like $30 and it's really small. It's like, let me see. Let me see here. Let me see. I keep holding it with my left hand, but you're not able to see it. Okay, the ounces in here is 30 milliliters. And here's the ingredients. Let me read the ingredients. Alcohol denat, aluminum chloride, and PEG 12 dimethicone. Let me make it bigger. These are the ingredients. So that's very interesting. I'm not gonna say this is the cure-all, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but I'm concerned about it. I'm concerned about long-term use about it. That's how I feel. But let me go back to the comments. So I said the same thing. At this point, I'm convinced since methane is flammable, I'll sweat badly in my sleep. Anyone talk to good Discord? Someone when I wake up. I heard if you get Botox, it can stop that excess sweat. I've heard that too. There was a point in time where I thought I thought the reason why I got so many reactions was only because of my hyperhidrosis. But then I realized, no, it's something else, because what I was dealing with had more so to do with the diet or foods I was eating. So I noticed when I ate things that had dairy in it, that had sugar in it, that were just processed foods in general, I noticed I get more reactions. So that's why I stopped believing I had bronchidrosis or whatever. Jacob S. Make a Discord. Josh the Gut War abandoned us, and Salvador from Spain did too. LOL. Really? What happened to I know the last time video. The last video I saw of Josh was like a couple of months ago. I don't know what happened to Josh. I mean, I wish I kept in contact with him to see if he, see his. I don't know. I think first of all, I think it's good to keep in contact with people who are suffering from the same thing. And at the same time, I also feel like, if he did conquer it, it would be cool to see update, because for me, when I was taking kombucha, and I was taking kombucha, I was doing homemade kombucha, and I was doing homemade kefir, I got worse reactions. I felt like heat coming off the back of my neck, man. It was so. But there's people who say that the kombucha did work for them. There's people who said that the kefir did work for them. So I felt like, okay, I must have something different than what everybody else has. And if Josh got more abandoned, maybe he's just living his life. I mean, he conquered this shit, and now he's like, let me move on with my life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. Like, if I really cure this stuff, I'm gonna make one big video that explains exactly what I did, and then after a while, I'm gonna try to move on with my life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna try to spend the rest of my life, or try to, I don't know, live out the rest of my life and not have to worry about this crap. You know what I'm saying? Baby Sinclair 4940. I guess that's your. I think that's the Googleplex's Discord. They took all our gut test money and kombucha money. They was the wholesalers of Amazon. Low garbage truck. Kombucha tastes okay, but kefir tastes terrible. I like the taste of kombucha and kefir. Goodney booger. I think that shit tastes good. Googleplex. Yo, you interviewed me. Yeah, I know who you are. I don't know if you want me to say your name, but I know who you are, Googleplex. Hiking Bay. I used many different kinds, but they didn't work. I currently use Arm & Hammer deodorant, not antiperspirant, and I don't get a lot of reactions. The Gut War owns a kefir farm. And shouts. I don't want to speak too negatively about this guy. I strongly believe the guy was trying to help, and maybe he has helped, and I think he's just living his life. You know. Goodie booger. LOL. Beautiful brown shit. Karma is mad real. You may not see or smell their karma, but will capture to them eventually. True. Chandra Tempest. True. Sylvia Iseos here in Brazil. The new live scam involving trilethamine is a cure through epigenetics. Epigenetics. Let's look into what the hell that is. I'm assuming it's like CRISPR or something. Let's look at epigenetics for a quick second. Epigenetics is the study of how your behaviors and environment can cause changes that affect the way your genes work. Unlike genetic changes, epigenetic changes are reversible and do not change your DNA sequence. How your behaviors and environment can cause changes to affect the way your genes work. Interesting. That's interesting. Let me continue to go down the line and continue to play some video games. I've just been reading comments, never been playing any video games. My name isn't free. Okay, so here, Qatar, Qatar Wilcox. My name isn't pronounced like Waterbender chick from Avatar. By the way, anybody has never seen the Last Airbender? That's a good ass fucking. I don't want to call it an anime. It's a good ass animation. It's pronounced Katera. Katera. Okay. Alright, Katera. Shouts out to you. Where did you buy that? I'm assuming they're talking about Odor. I bought it from Amazon. Oh, or maybe you're talking about. Let me see what this looks like. Oh, I still have the. Let me enlarge my screen once more. I gotta hold it up with my right hand. I bought this off of Amazon as well. I haven't used it, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. But it had prebiotics, so I was like, okay, let me try it. You know what I mean? And I think this cost like $20, by the way. So I'm not co-signing it because I have not tried this at all. I'm just saying I bought it. It's still in this package, so I am not co-signing it. Okay, let me continue down the road. Where'd you buy that? I feel like black. Wait. I feel like black folks are more susceptible to T-Mal. Maybe I'm wrong. Black folks are more susceptible to T-Mal. I have theories about this. I always wanted to make a video about this. Because you can look at it in so many different ways. Maybe we have a higher likelihood to get T-Mal compared to other groups. Maybe. Or maybe it's the fact that this might sound controversial, but maybe it's the fact that Black people live in higher polluted areas than other groups. I have a couple of theories about this. I feel like Black people live in highly or more polluted areas than other places, and maybe that affects them. I feel like also diet plays a role too. I remember, I don't know where I got the statistic from, but I recall hearing a statistic that says 1 in 15 Black men are going to have colorectal cancer. And that's the highest compared to any other group. And mainly the reason why is it's not like a African or, we're just predisposed to having colorectal cancer, because they also examined colorectal cancer in people out in Africa who are indigenous, and they don't really have it. So it's mainly focused on African American men. And I feel like maybe it has something to do with our diets. Maybe we have, because I know for Black people in general, whether we talk about the men or the women, we have higher rates of diabetes compared to many other groups. We have higher rates of cancer compared to many other groups. We have higher rates of all these preventable diseases compared to many other groups. So I did notice that there is a percentage of, Black people, maybe a higher rate of Black people who are saying that they have T-Mal or T-Mal-like symptoms. And one of my theories is it possibly could be just we just have poor diets, or we're just in highly polluted areas more than other groups. I don't know. Jacob, I think you're right. Maybe some of us are coming forward with this. Not sure though. Jacob, acceptance and adaptation are what will give us peace of mind and less stress. Do you feel like too many people dedicate too much of their lives to this condition and stop living life? Well, shit. Yeah, but at the same time, yes, I agree. I agree, but at the same time, naturally, I feel that we all like to be accepted. I think it's wired in our brains to want to have social connections. So when we are socially rejected from people, we tend to feel depressed. We naturally feel depressed. I think there was a article I read about how, or maybe it was a book I read about social acceptance and wanting to be part of a group. I think human beings naturally are wired to want to be part of a group because over time, I guess, human beings usually lasted longer when they were within groups as opposed to be rejected from groups. So naturally we want to belong to something, we want to be accepted by people. So when they reject us or they mock us or jeer us or talk shit about us, we naturally feel a type of way about it. And I know a lot of people try to ignore comments and say, okay, I'm not going to let this affect me, etc., etc. I'm just going to live my life. I get that, but I think we're just naturally wired to give a shit. We're naturally wired to give a shit about people's perspectives about us. But I don't know. We could do some digging on that too. I didn't want to make this this is supposed to be a hangout where I just play video games. If anyone wants to play, anyone has the ability to play video games, or anyone has any games that they want to play, that would be too cool. At this moment, I have Counter-Strike. I'm not playing it at the moment because I'm reading all these comments. So let me finish. Well, I know what my next purchase will be. Katera Wilcox had a similar reaction to a clinical strength antiperspirant I bought from CVS. It burned and gave me a big ass rash. Forgot the name of it though. I think I had the same experience too. When I was a teenager and I was complaining to my mother about like, hey, people saying I smell like, she say I smell really bad, blah, blah, blah. She started giving me like extra clinical strength deodorants, like, I don't know, maybe it was like Dove at clinical strength or something like that. And I remember like putting it underneath my arms and all this other type of shit because I naturally thought at that point in time that it has to be like underarm odor. That's the only possible way. Until like years later, I realized this is happening all over my body and it has nothing to, I mean, shit, yeah, underarm odor is a thing too, but this is affecting all parts of my body, this, whatever this issue is. Angel H. Oh, sorry. In the video, did someone put a spell on you? 953. She discusses body odor as a symptom of a bad spell. Okay. A beautiful brown chick. When you smell like me, it takes up your life and it follows you everywhere, Jacob. Yeah, I concur. It'll be Exodus Paradise. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your body odor now that you tried methods and stuff over the years? How would I rate my body? I can't smell myself, so I have to base it off of reactions. And you know what was very interesting today? Early in the morning. So I work in a building, and the floor I'm at is like it's 9 floors up. So I had to wait all the way up to the last floor to get to my room in order to go to work, whatever. So I'm waiting. And here's another thing. There's 2 elevators, but one of them is broken, and it's been broken for like the last 3 weeks, and none of these motherfuckers tried to fix it at all. None of these motherfuckers tried to fix it at all, but okay. So that means that everybody goes into this one elevator. In any case, today, I get up and go to the elevator, you know, to go to work, whatever. And there's a woman in the elevator, and she's a white woman, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But she was like, she had a mask on, but she was holding like, when I started walking into the elevator, she started to hold her like, I don't know if this is technically the bridge of her nose. It's like the middle of her nose like this, like pinching her nose. And I'm like, what the fuck? And if you want to know what the type of food I've eaten yesterday, I can show you my chronometer, which I highly recommend for anybody who wants to keep track of the foods they eat. So yesterday, which was July 1st, these were the foods I pretty much ate, bro. I ate quick oats recipe, which is basically quick oats, and well, if you want to view it, it's oats, blueberries, flax seeds. It has about 276 calories, 31.78 grams of choline, 9 grams of fiber, blah, 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 blah. If you see the whole thing, I think I ate over like 3,000, no, I ate 1,300 calories today, yesterday. And then I ate some Cheerios with some almond milk. I ate a sweet potato, baked sweet potato that was 6 ounces, a russet potato that was 6 ounces, I ate cut pole beans, some crinkle cut carrots, some almonds, salted. Let me go back to this. And a veggie shake and some baby carrots. And this is my list of stuff. So, damn, I've been reading for about like an hour. Let me continue to read. Oh, she wanted to know my scale, my body rating scale. Let's say a 5, I guess. I smell normally. I can't smell anything, but In terms of reactions, I'll say a 5, maybe, from other people. Civios, ACOs, thank you, man. Ray Speak, can you do a Maria interview part 2? We should ask more questions. I do want to do a Maria interview part 2. If she's willing to do it, you know, if she's willing to do it, I don't mind. Silvios, SCOs, epigenetics, alternative medical sediment. Jacob S., I'm down to do an interview once again. This time, instead of talking about my sorrows, I like to focus on what I've done to move forward in my life. What do you think? If anybody's willing to do interviews, I have no problems with it. All you gotta do is just hit me up at blsufferers@gmail.com and we'll set it up at Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll just do it. Civios, Asios, but Brazil all is scam. Hiking Bay, great idea. Malika Johnson's question, is your tongue really dry with this condition? No, but I do have coating on my tongue. I naturally thought it was what's that shit that people said I had? Not SIBO. I naturally thought it was I forgot what it's called. Oral thrush. I naturally thought it was oral thrush, but it's not. I actually went to a dentist some time ago, and they said it was only just plaque, and everybody has plaque on their tongue. I don't think my tongue is really dry. Sean the Temperance, is anyone here suffering from depression here? Of course, all the time. That's sort of normal. That's normal in my life. Angel H, did you see my comment? Yeah, I saw your comment about the bad spells and the voodoo stuff. But, yeah. I'll play one more match with CSGO, and then I will switch on to another game. That's the plan. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be the plan. So, let me go back into here and play another game. Match is ready. Let's go. I'm going to be a terrorist. Our terrorist team is full.
Going to have sex with you.
What the fuck? So I'm waiting on a match right now, so there's already someone playing. No problem, Jacob S. Damn. I'm waiting on a game. Why can't I go on a game? At this moment. Okay. Now just see me get my ass kicked. I'm super bad at this game, by the way, if anybody's watching. Oh shit. Oh, let's go. Ooh, I got some food. These fuckers. sneaking like a mofo. Damn. There's still more of us. Damn.
Yo, you're fucking faggy. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, let me try to turn this. Oh shit. How do I turn that shit on?
You just call me a Mexican?
Yeah, of course you're Mexican. You not the name. Mexican drug dealer.
Yo, bro, do you even know what drugs are?
Play audio and game in background. Oh shit. Sorry for people who are talking in back. I don't even know how to turn that shit off. If you play UFC, FIFA, Minor 20, I'm down in the future. Let me just try to fuck this thing is. Okay. People playing porn. Let's go. What you want to do? What's the game plan? Let's go. I mean, oh, I was about to murk his ass. Eat that. Eat that right there. Wow. Hey, we won. Eat them shells. Let's go.
Doesn't everyone do though?
Alright. I'm here. I'm just gonna follow these guys. Hopefully they don't die. Eat this. Oh. From. Woo. Scared me. Oh shit. Huh? Wait, the terrorists won? Oh, we won. Let's buy some of this. Let's get this. Oh, thank God. Hurt me. They're gonna win this.
They fucking got me.
I'm gonna buy my sword.
I honestly don't know how to turn off this shit. How do you turn this shit off? I think you hit start. Let's see if there's a way I can turn off the audio. Master volume, audio configuration, headphones, enable voice.
You did a good job.
Alright, I'm gonna continue with my shotgun and see what the. Oh wait, I thought I just got this guy. die in this thing. How did I get killed? Man.
Someone's gonna go first, Janet. Someone's gotta go first.
Anyways, let me try to figure out how to turn this audio stuff off. Master volume, music volume and Steam overlay, GOTV caster volume? What the hell does that mean? Bomb hostage volume? I don't care. Good night, Goodney Booga. Bomb hostage. Round in volume, main menu volume, 10-second warning volume. VoIP? I think that's what it is, VoIP. Maybe I should turn that down. I think this is it. Cool. Good night, Googly Booga. Juga. Alright, let me... Oh, I still want to do this rifle. Because it's like... Oh, scared the hell out of me. Oh, how did I die? Oh man, I had to drop on him too. Oh man, come on. I should have just started unloading on him. I'm so mad at myself. Let me see here. Hiking Bay says, do you feel that with this condition it affects the friendships that you have had in the past? So you naturally believe that your friends always thought you smelled bad, but they never said anything about you? Because for me, I feel, damn, well, of course they're gonna win. For me, maybe I should get a bomb grenade. Oh shit. Let's go, man. Damn, I didn't even have a chance to... Wow, I didn't even have a chance to react. But let me read some comments. Yes, it affects all relations, past and present. You know what's so funny? I always thought to myself that some of my family members could not smell me. But recently, I went to a funeral, and when I had to go to like this family gathering after the funeral where we eat food or whatever, I sat with like two of my uncles that I thought didn't smell me. And they were reacting to me heavily. They were rubbing their noses and all this other type of stuff. So once I started realizing that shit, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Even though they never said anything to me about smelling bad, or I had never overheard the person say that I smelled bad, I gotta kill somebody, bro. I'm just getting murdered, bro. I'm gonna start shooting wildly. I don't care anymore. Someone's shooting at the top. Trying to get the drop on someone. I think I'm the only one left. Fuck you! At least got one person to... Fuck you! Oh shit. This is a fun game, bro. I'm not mad about it, but it'd be dope if I could play this with other people. But let me play something else. What? Oops. I guess I didn't. Let me get out of here for a quick second. Yes. And I'm gonna switch games here. Oops. Switch games. And get to the other game. So let me read some comments right now. Do you feel that this condition affects people that you can have or had in the past? This affects all relationships, the past, present. It affected most of my friendships. So one of my friends claimed they don't smell me. What's some of your favorite music? Hiking Bay. Some of my favorite music. I'm going to sound like a stereotypical black guy, but I listen to hip hop. I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, I don't really have. Let me try to fix this. Okay, no, wait. Let me see if I can shrink it a little bit. Okay, this should fit somewhat. All right. I've listened to hip hop, but that's the thing about, you know, what's so funny about getting older? Like, the older you get, the less time you really have to, I don't want to say the less time you have to listen to music, but I'm not really following music like I used to when I was like a teenager, you know what I'm saying? So now, like, I don't really know what's popping in these streets. I don't know what's like the top chart music, anything at all. So I don't know who's like the top artist in hip hop or top artist in pop or rock and roll or whatever. I don't know anything about that. It's like when you just get older, you just don't have time. You just don't have time for it. And I want to have time, but you know, at the same time, you know, another part of it is too, like, there's always like different stages of your life. So with a lot of music currently that's really popular, they're on a certain stage I was previously on, where I'm like over here now, so it doesn't relate to me as much. That's another reason. Let me read some more comments. I would have died right then and there, LOL. People deny they can smell me, then talk behind my back. Yeah, that's why I don't really believe people. I don't believe people at all. Jacob, I'm in Nebraska, but I plan to move in South America in 6 months. Wow, that's pretty that's awesome. Where are you gonna go? Is it for some what's that stuff? What's that thing with college kids where it's like something exchange student or something? I'm glad you're having fun. It's a good distraction. We're in South America, if you don't mind me asking. Well, that sounds lovely. Hiking Bay. Remember that there are some people that like your personality, so they try to overlook your bad breath, etc. Yeah, I don't really show my personality when I'm around people or when I'm at work, because I feel like I don't know. I don't. It's weird. It's weird. I just don't. I don't know. It feels like I'm exposing something private. I don't know. This is weird. So I never really like to show people my true self. I don't. So I always come in with like a stolid, unemotional presence, because I don't know. Having this for so many years, I had to build this mental toughness and try to avoid caring about anything. If that makes sense. What was I reading? I remember that there's some people that like your personality, so they overlook your bad breath, etc. Jacob, Peru, Mexico, or even Colombia. I've gotten into language learning and I plan to teach English overseas. Oh, that's dope. Oh, beautiful. Where you land, wherever you land, be careful and try to have fun. I can make yes, but they're rare, unfortunately. Let me try to play this game because I've always wanted to play this. So this is like a zombie game. I bought this on Steam for like $5. I always wanted to play it. I saw, little clips on YouTube about it. It's a very simple pixelated game, but at the same time, I always thought it was cool. Okay. Forgot it. Oh. Oh man, my mouse sensitivity sort of sucks. My mouse sensitivity is sort of not that great. Let me see if I can change. Switch weapons. Oh no. I can't change my mouse sensitivity. Oh no. That's not good. Switch weapons. Here, fire. Boom. My mouse sensitivity is pretty bad. Or I keep saying my mouse sensitivity, what I mean. Damn, I can't aim for anything. Look. Maybe I should play this with a mouse instead. Oh man, this is disappointing. I wanted to play this game, but I don't think they can play it. Because it's... Alright. Going on here. Interesting. It's under here. Oh shit. Alright. So basically this game is a zombie game. These are basically zombies. And I think you're like some type of train conductor or something like that. And you go from station to station and you just try to find any survivors and any supplies. And for some reason I've always found that interesting. When I saw a clip of it, I saw this as fascinating. I always wanted to play this game. Let me look at the chat for a quick second. How often will we get these live streams? Once a week? Once every 2 weeks? Yeah, it's like every 2 weeks. So the next one is gonna happen. It's gonna happen on the 16th of July. Yeah, so every 2 weeks between 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 p.m. It's already 10 p.m. right now, which is crazy. 10 p.m. Standard Time. I'll just do some live stream. I do it because I want to just do hangouts. I want to actually play video games with other people who have, this weird condition. But apparently it's pretty hard to find people who play video games. Beautiful brown chick asked me, what inside info have you learned about the condo collapse since you are in Florida? Inside info, like I was right next to the low. I mean, from what I've heard about it, this is probably, well, first off, I think the condo place is like 15 minutes away from me. And from what I've heard, it's probably the same thing everybody else heard. That apparently they think a lot of it had to do with the water, the ocean was affecting the cement within the base of the condo, and with the erosion of the water hitting the cement, is slowly, at least from what I was hearing, what I overheard, it was slowly messing up the foundations of the condo to the point that it just collapsed over time. And they blame it on global warming or something, or climate change, I mean. So that's what I've heard. I'm not anywhere near it or close to it. All citizens age 16 and over must attend the annual secretariat visitation drill at the local response center. Next drill is scheduled for Friday. Administration arm in white. Okay. Anybody has any plans they want to do on the weekend? Let me read some comments. Hiking Bay. Does anyone else have nice goals they are pursuing? I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel and maybe go back to college. I do food delivery, so I have more flexibility to do more of my goals. Nice goals. You know what a goal I have? A goal I have is to have a remote job. There's two goals I have. A goal I have is to have a remote job and to get out of Miami. I want to live somewhere where it's like there's less people, less traffic, and there's less interactions I have to be around with. Wanted for guarding, construction, engineers, mechanics, builders are wanted. 10 years minimal experience required. Metropole lower sector accommodations and meals. Though pensions are provided, that does not apply to settlers and families. I know another goal I have. Even though I could get reactions, another goal I have is to possibly go on like a dating website or some shit, or go on a date. That's a goal I low-key have, but of course with this condition I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I went to was it Plenty of Fish or no, it was OkCupid. I went to OkCupid and they have their like, subscription shit. Their subscription is like $24.99, bro. Just to do the dating website. Like $25 a month just for a dating website? After I saw that shit, I was like, I'm cool, man. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna be a regular person and just bother women on streets and shit. But let me. I want to become an astrophysicist. Good luck on your dream. Well, that's cool. Astrophysicist. Like, who's that? Neil deGrasse Tyson? I do student teach this coming semester. This will be my last semester of university. Any advice? I would say my order is about 4 out of 10. More of a nuisance than anything. Yeah, my odor always varies based on the food I'm eating, man. And sometimes I do pretty good. Sometimes I eat some things. I start to feel that I've been having this theory recently that depending upon when I eat is also a factor, takes into factor of how bad I smell. So if I eat like immediately before I go to sleep or just a short time after I go to sleep, I think I get more reactions. But if I go to sleep on an empty stomach, I think I get less reactions. I looked at the door by accident. Didn't peek at all. Let me see. Have you tried working from home? I've worked from home, but many of those work from home jobs are low skilled labor jobs, like customer service and things of that nature. And they also have you talking on the phone for hours, like 8 hours a day. And that never was enjoyable to me at all. It felt like torture. You're exhausted mentally after that 8-hour shift, and then you have to go up and wake up again and do that again. That never was enjoyable to me. Jacob, since you like languages, are you going to learn multiple languages or just be bilingual in English and Spanish? Chandra, that's great. We need more female astrophysicists. I want to thank you because I was able to get a remote job off of Irish Spelling after you talked about it on a video. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Jacob, Hiking Bay, I want to be a polyglot. I have no reason to learn more languages, but it's my hobby. Allow Shu 55,000 and gave me purpose. Interesting. The hell is a polyglot? That was a polyglot. Let me look at that. Polyglot. Knowing or using several languages. Huh. Cool. Let me continue. Wait, there's some interesting stuff. Okay, blocker code information 6279. 6279. 6279. Let me see if there's anything else I could do. 6279. Alright. Six two seven nine. Who is Lao Shu? So I guess he's just a language expert, or just a language. Lao Shu 55,000. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I just Canadian. Why'd they keep doing this? Interesting. Maybe pause it like, let me see if I can pause this game for a second. Yes, Jacob, it's sad Lao Shu died. I never did find out how. What's your screen name on Steam? I think it's like Black Ears In. Let me close some of these tabs. Close some of these tabs. No, it's Skivac 3. No, wait, what? I don't know if it's Skivac 3 or Black Ears In. It's one or the other. It's either. Hey, let me view my profile. If you wanna. I guess it's Skivac 3. I think that's my name. Skivac 3, because that's what it is. Okay, cool. Skivac 3 is my name. Let's read more from the chat. So this Lao Shu died. Apparently cardiac arrest at 39. Was he like overweight? Was he unhealthy? Let me see this Lao Shu. Oh shit! I see myself. Oh, it's a black guy. Based on the name, I thought he was Asian. Died at age 39. Damn. Mark pursues independent investigation of murder. Wow. Let me just put loud shit 50-50. Let me see his last video. Wow, he's one of these million subscriber guys. 3 months ago. That's interesting. I didn't know this. I honestly don't know any of these popular guys. Loud shoot. That's interesting. Let me get back to this. Brother said that he was murdered. I don't know. I barely know anything. You're late. Man, I can relate to this so much. Except I get up at 4:45. I exercise, try to sweat out the odor. Go to work, deal with people, deal with work in itself. Go home and repeat. Why are you distracting me, sir? If I can get in here. I cannot get in here. Get out of here. Guess not. It's fine. It's cool. What the hell? It's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna call it 10 minutes from now. Because I'm supposed to end at like 10 something. And it's already 10:21. Okay. So I need to find some code or something. Uh-oh. Can't talk to this person anymore. Sorry you had to leave. You can leave anytime you want. I'm not your boss. People are busy. So I have to find some type of code or something. Oh man, now I don't even know where to go anymore. So where would a code be? I don't think any of us should take life too seriously, y'all. 100 years from now, none of this will matter, to be honest. What do you mean? What's going to happen 100 years from now? Armageddon? Post-apocalyptic setting that happens where... You know, I heard like in the year 2050, like something about the year 2050, it's if we don't... effectively change these things that's causing rapid climate change, by 2050 we're like fucked or something like that. I think I read something about that, like if the world doesn't clean up its act by 2050, we're just fucked. Like humanity is done. Like we can still try to do certain things, but at the end of the day it's over. Or maybe I'm just exaggerating. But I definitely agree. We should definitely 5358. Cool. Okay, so Quana G replies, supposedly his new girlfriend conspired to have him killed, but that's just hearsay. I stopped following the story after that. The video may still be on Mark's channel. Oh, so there's a new person in the mix, Mark. Oh, I'm supposed to... Am I supposed to give this person food or something? I really like the look of this game, man. It's pixelated, but it's just, I don't know, it just looks nice. But it's also coming at like 75 frames per second. I don't know if it's actually rendering and live stream that way, but let's read some comments. What does it take? Yeah, okay. So, Hiking Bay. Supposedly his new girlfriend conspired to have him killed. That's just hearsay. I stopped long after that. I think I read that. Jacob, LMAO. We'll be swimming with the fishes. Yeah. Oh, and by 2050. I think this is what I heard too. By 2050, I think man, this makes me want to go on the internet. I think I read something where it said like half the fish population within the the sea has already is like gone, and by 2050 we haven't gotten our shit fucking straight. By 2050 it's donezo. Like we won't be able to eat fish anymore, and that's going to create so much it's going to create chain reactions to other things. Let me read that. Let me switch my shit. Hold on. Let me see if I'm reading this correctly. I think it's like by 2050, sea life. It says marine life in the world's ocean could recover to the next 30 if a decisive and urgent action is taken. Science from around the world said ocean population could be restored as soon as 2050, but warned that there is limited time to achieve this change. Let me just tell you, we're not going to achieve this motherfucking change, bro. These motherfucking politicians, whether they are Democrat or Republican, are dragging their asses. Rising temperatures, marine pollution, and acidic water are all affecting marine life. About 70% to 90% of all existing coral reefs are expected to disappear in the next... Okay, 70 to 90% of all existing coral reefs. And that's going to have a huge impact on sea life. Meanwhile, other studies have shown that climate change is shrinking fish populations. Okay, here it comes. Researchers have found that in spite of marine biodiversity losses during the 20th century, population losses have slowed in some cases. Oh, because I could have sworn I've heard that the population of fish have decreased significantly, and by 2050 it's going to be worse. Maybe I was wrong. Will there be fish in 2050? An estimated 70% of fish populations are fully used, overused, or in crisis as a result of overfishing in warmer waters. If the world continues at this rate of fishing, there will be yes, okay. I knew they said some shit like that. Like by the year 2050, there's going to be little to no fish, and that's going to really impact the world in the worst way. Because you think to yourself like, oh my God, like think about there will be no fish. So that's going to kill many of the animals who actually hunt for fish. It's going to be harder and harder for these animals to sustain themselves if fish was like the primary source of their food. So you're going to see like a drop off in just animals, not only just fish, obviously fish are animals, but other animals that are not within the sea. And by the time they see this complete drop or this significant drop, it's probably going to be too late. That's why I feel bad for people. I feel bad for a lot of these, people who haven't been born yet. Definitely like even Generation Alpha, because there's like millennials, then there's Gen Z, and I think the next one after that is Alphas, or Generation Alpha. I feel bad for Generation Alpha because by the time they're going to be adults, or at least be able to get into power to try to change things, it's too late. It'll be too late. So, yeah with all that. Alright. Well, it's 10:31. So I was only be here for 2 hours. I said I would stay later, but it's only if like other people join or play video games with me. But I guess I was the only one playing video games this entire time. So I will end the stream. I heard that there will be eventually be a food shortage. Oh man. I'll be and by the time it hits 2050, I'll be like 60 years old. So I don't know. I just feel like I feel like it's going to be like what's that post-apocalyptic movie that had Mel Gibson in it? Something Thunderdome or some shit. What's that movie with that post-apocalyptic movie with Mel Gibson? Mel Gibson, post-apocalyptic. What's that movie called? Mad Max Fury Road, where people are like, where gasoline is like one of the most vital resources within the world and shit. People are going to start fighting over food. Shit. I don't know, man. I resort to insects or protein. I wonder what that will affect female sufferers in their odor. I'm assuming huge. A huge iceberg just broke off recently due to climate change and global warming. Alex, you know, it's fake news. What's your Steam Scream name? I think it's Skivac 3. Skivac 3. In any case, I'm going to end the stream right now. I think I'm going to start trying to wash my clothes because I like to wash my clothes late so I don't have to deal with people and interact with people on my condo. So, yeah. I'm going to end it right here. I appreciate anybody who came in to hang out with me. You guys have a good day. And yeah, I'll end it right here.